Good day, y'all. Happy Friday. I hope y'all know this is not coffee. This is chai tea. So your girl fasting, giving up coffee for a little bit. I'm still working on the cigarettes, so judge me if you will. And it's a work in progress. I got a heavy ass message, and I don't know if I'm gonna use the cards for this because this download came to me a minute ago, but I really didn't know how to put it together because I was only shown a piece of it. But now the download is coming through a lot more, enough for me to be able to record it and put it out. So, and this is a trigger warning. So disclaimer, disclosure. Always remember, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And since this is more, it's not really a reading. I don't know per se. It could just be this for me. This is just a download. It's a message, and it's pretty heavy. So if you are triggered by, if you have lost a loved one and you may be triggered by this and you're still going through the grieving process, I would suggest that you click off, because this is a heavy, heavy message about the loss of a loved one that somebody may have been looking for. It is a man. I don't know what he looks like per se. But this man, he was involved in organized crime. He either came up missing during the hurricane back in July, or the hurricane that recently happened in Florida. And I can't distinguish whether or not this was in Texas or Florida, but it was one of the two states or somewhere along the coast up in there. This man may have came up missing. Nobody ever knew what happened to him. This man, he left this earth, and his untimely demise was covered up by one of these hurricanes, one of the two. Okay. So what happened is this man was a part of an organized crime ring, and they found out that this person was a rat. Okay. And what they did was they took this man to a dock or to a pier, and they tied him to a dock. Y'all know how the docks, you go there, it's like that wooden pathway, right? And then it has those posts sticking up from it. He was tied to one of those. He was bound to one of those. So what I heard was there was a lot of arguing, and he was hit over the head with something, and it knocked him out. When he awakened, he was tied to one of these post things. He was bound. From neck all the way down with his hands behind his back. And he was tied to this post thing on this dock. And I seen through his eyes, he was watching the sun from a far distance, and it was going down. And when he awakened and realized that he was tied to this thing, and the hurricane was coming in. Okay, and he died from the hurricane. Okay, trigger warning. But the reason why this message is coming through is because this man was betrayed by Queen of Wands. There's a female that's a part of this organized crime who told on this man and exposed him for being a rat. Now, rat being how? I don't know if he was working for the feds and this organized crime, or if he was some type of plant or mole or something. I don't know. But there's a Queen of Wands that's a part of this organization. She's kind of a big deal. Like she'll say stuff and people will run with it. But this is the twist. This Queen of Wands told on him, but only to cover her own tracks. This Queen of Wands was also a rat as well. She was working both sides of the fence, even maybe three. She was working both sides, or at least three sides. And when I say this, I mean that she had her hands in this organized crime ring, but not only that, she had her hands in with the feds as well, working with them. But not only that, the people who were maybe like the rivals of this organized crime ring, she was working with them too. And she knew this man was a rat all this time. And what she did to cover her tracks, to keep herself from being exposed, is she went and told on him, and how she found it, how she told them that she found this out, that this person was a rat. I think that they're kind of questioning her now, because the fact that she told them, and whatever reason she gave them, that she said she found out this man was a rat. It raised some eyebrows, but they ain't let her know that. But they real suspicious of her. They've been real suspicious of her since she told them, because something just ain't adding up for them. And mind you, these are people that have been in the organized crime ring for a very long time. So they not just they taking her word, but it's kind of like, sharks in the shark. You ain't gonna really trust nobody. You got a group of snakes working with each other. They all are aware that they are snakes in a group, but they are snakes as individuals too. So they know that one of them snakes can always stab them in the back or bite them, so to speak, So they suspicious of this woman. So I don't know what's going to happen with this woman, but this man is brought this message through to me because his family been looking for him and stuff, and they kind of know, because they kind of knew that he was involved in some things he shouldn't have been involved in, but they just want to know what happened to him. And so he disappeared. His untimely demise was covered up by a hurricane storm. He went missing during that time. If you have a male family member, maybe between the ages of 30 to 40, I'm going to say 30 to 38, actually. I heard 38. 30 to 38. And this man came up missing around the time that the hurricane happened. That man is no longer here. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that is the truth. I don't know why this was shown to me months ago. Maybe 2 months ago. I don't know. 2 months ago. So I'm assuming because I'm trying to pinpoint which hurricane it was. Mind you, we have had many hurricanes, but this is what happened to that man. Or he was part of an organized crime and they snuffed him out. And y'all know crime mobs do the worst stuff, like dipping you in the ice upside down and stuff until you know what I'm saying, or putting your head in a shark tank with a tank full of piranhas and stuff. And maybe this is I'm using this, coming up with this stuff off the top of my head, because maybe this is the type of stuff that these people was doing, So, and I don't know what type of organized crime this was, but it had to be real heavy enough for them to want to take him. Because what happened is I heard a lot of arguing, right? I heard a lot of arguing. And there are at least 3 to 4 men in this argument. One of the men is the man that came up missing. Somebody knocked him over the head from the side, right side. And I don't know. Maybe they found I'm thinking maybe the police found the body. Investigators may have found the body, but they can't. They at first determined the death to be drowning through the hurricane. So maybe this is for somebody whose loved one, who's a male between the ages of 30 and 38 isn't missing. Maybe he was missing at a point in time, and maybe they found him and they determined his cause of death to be drowning. But somebody is doing some type of autopsy report or something, and they they have found blunt force trauma. Because when they did the autopsy, and I'm listening because it sounds like somebody is in my backyard walking around. When they did questions were raised about maybe the man was missing prior to the hurricanes ever coming in, and maybe police reports had been found. So maybe when they finally found the body, they decided that they were going to do an autopsy. And in this autopsy, it revealed that this man was dead before his lungs and stuff filled up with water, because there are ways for them, a good mortician, or I don't know what you want to call them, to when they do an autopsy on the body and they cut it open, they discovered that this man's lungs filled up and stuff with water after death, maybe. I don't know. know. It's something weird like that. Like this man, maybe when he they knocked him unconscious and he was bleeding from the head. God, I don't want to say all this. He was maybe bleeding from the head when he came back into, but because of all the blood loss, he passed away. And then they left him there, and then they let the hurricane come. They knew the hurricane was coming, and they knew that it would come in and just strip his body from this post and wash him out to sea, or at least they had hoped. But his body washed back up to sea. And I think that they found this body, and because this man had already been declared as missing prior to the hurricane, they went and did an autopsy. Maybe the family, they asked for an autopsy, or maybe this is just happening, or maybe it's going to happen. But I'm getting the feeling this just happened. I'm telling you. I mean, this already happened. So the autopsy was not consistent with the finding of him perishing through the hurricane because of the way the waters were filled up in the lungs. And they also found this blunt force trauma in his head that where he bled out that was not consistent with the hurricane. I think it was onset of rigor mortis. The onset of rigor mortis starting from wherever part of the body died off first that did not retain water, because it's like okay, so this is what I'm getting. It's like when rigor mortis set in. Yeah, this was a right side blunt force trauma right here. But when rigor mortis set in, the body gets to swelling, right? It is because you're passed away. The cells are all dying in your body, right? So the body is going to swell up from the fluid inside it. But when the hurricane water came in, the cells were dead, so it's not going to absorb any more water. So although the body may have been wet on the outside, on the outer, on the epidermis, because epidermal kept coming out of my cards last week. On my flashcards or, index cards. The epidermic layer absorbed the water, but the inner layer of the body did not show any excess water that had been absorbed. So that means that the cells had to be dead and not functioning in order for the body to not absorb all that water from the hurricane. So they determined that the cause of death was not from him drowning in the hurricane. It was from the blunt force trauma. Because the blunt force trauma, from the bleeding of the blunt force trauma in the right side of the head, right here, because somebody hit him from this angle. When he was arguing with two other men, maybe somebody was standing on the side, it was another person over here or something, or it was, two guys here and another one here or something like that. But I get this feeling, but I can't see them, that it was somebody standing off in the background, and I'm thinking that it was this woman. And I think what happened is, when they confronted this man, they had that woman there, and she was standing off in the background and stuff, ways, like a little ways, and I'm getting she was standing behind a bar. She was standing behind a bar, and she was watching this go on, because I'm getting like a restaurant style, like old like pub style type of bar / restaurant. She was standing behind this bar, and she was watching all this go down. And she is the one that ratted him out. Now, they never told this man that she ratted him out, but when they confronted him, he started pointing a finger at her, or looking at her, or doing something in such a way to indicate that she was a rat too, that she was playing all these different fields too against them too, that she was just free for everybody, like she wasn't, And I think that he gave some type of hint or indication or said something, but before it could get to this point, I think she signaled for this guy over here to knock him in the head. Because so that made me think that this guy working along with her too, this other guy, besides these two guys that's arguing with the one guy. Yeah, and so she signaled, she's standing back behind a bar somewhere and stuff, And when she started hearing this man trying to indicate, she signaled, and then this man over here comes and knocks him upside the head, knocks him out cold. And when this man bleeding profusely, they took him and they tied him up to a dock or at a pier or something, to a post at a dock, and they tied him up from neck all the way down. He could not move. And when he had awakened from being unconscious, the sun was far off, and it was setting. And it was setting in the horizon. He could see the waters, and he could see the hurricane, the storms coming in from the hurricane. But he was like lucid, kind of in and out, in and out. It was because all this blood that was leaking from his head and stuff. So I'm thinking that before the hurricanes even came in, he had already died from the bleeding out of the blunt force trauma. And so his rigor mortis had already started setting in, and his cells had started dying, and his body had already started swelling up with the water that it has up in it, right? And his limbs were all, because rigor mortis set in, you get all. And so regardless of how they found this man's body, the rate that the water, the epidermal layer, absorbed the water from the hurricane winds and water, the hurricane storm, is not consistent with the onset of rigor mortis compared to the water that was in the body. And that makes sense. So these people, I don't know if they're doing this autopsy right now or if they already done this autopsy. Maybe they are looking for suspects, but this is what this is. This is what this is. Man, I'm thinking they just found this body. I don't know. A lot of people came up missing during the hurricanes, and so this is an indicator, because I didn't know whether I was going to pull cards on this, but I definitely don't want to pull cards because this is, look, maybe he was like an artist or something, but look, see, the first card up here was execution, and there's a rope on here. And let me tell you what vision came to my head yesterday and stuff since I've been fasting. Y'all know how when you're younger, when you start off drawing stick figures, you do a girl, it's like a circle, and it's like two little, you got two little swirls that come off on the side. That I kept seeing that in my mind's eye, but I was like, why am I seeing a stick figure like that? But I realized that wasn't a stick figure. That was me looking at the top of this post that this man was tied to and the rope sticking out. That's what that was. And then also what came to me was a column, like one of them stone columns. And this stone column is in a dark place, like a dark wood house, a house that has real dark wood. This tall stone column, it is a medium to dark, not dark gray. It's a medium gray color. But on the middle is this face. And the face is like Artemis. The god Artemis or something. It has a face on it, and it's a male face, and it's like a Greek god face. That's what's on there. So I don't know how to put those all together or what that means, but yeah. And so now that they done found this, I don't know if they've been. This Queen of Wands is in trouble on many different ways, because I think she maybe went and told on these men and said what happened to this man, but she never told that she was the one who ratted him out to these people. She went back, mind you, she working for this organized crime ring, their rivalries in organized crime, and the feds. Telling y'all. And I think she went back and told because she knew that they was gonna start raising questions. They was going to start raising questions about what he had said during that argument, and she been scared. So what she did was she went and told on these folks and stuff, because she's an informant, but she dirty as fuck. Because it's like they planted her into this organized crime ring to be an informant on this organized crime ring, but at the same time, they don't know that she been working for this rivalry that's another organized crime, and the rivals to this first organized crime ring, right? The feds don't know that, and these people don't know that. But when this dude that they confronted, when he started to indicate her or implicate her, and she had to knock him upside the head and stuff, she tried to cover her tracks. But she know that this first organized crime ring, that they suspicious of what that man said before they did what they did to him. They suspicious of her now, and she's scared that they gonna look into her or that she gonna be next. So she went and told and reported this shit to the feds and said she witnessed it because, mind you, she an informant. She a plant. And so now the feds is on their ass, which make the feds go and probably, search for this body, and they end up finding this body because they thought it was the organized crime ring thought it was going to wash out to sea. Or maybe when this body washed up on land, they got to quit the feds, knowing that this woman was an informant in here with this person that they found. They got to asking her, well, what happened? You didn't report, you didn't inform it. You report everything to us, but you never reported to us what happened to this man. And maybe that's when she told them, and then she was scared or something. She said she was scared or some shit like that. I don't know, some bullshit like that. But there's a Queen of Wands, and she in trouble because there's something going on with this second rivalry organized crime ring. That she done fucked up with. I don't know. I don't know. I can't get all the gist of it, but that's what's going on, y'all. So, I really don't know what to say. Because, I do not like for that stuff to come up. I don't even like to think about this stuff, but a lot of the times, people do reach out. People do reach out from the spirit realm. People be like disembodied souls, or they be souls that be trapped because what happened to them or something that happened to them, and they feel like they ain't got no rest in peace because they family ain't at peace. So these people be like trapped in between, in the gray area, so to speak. They be trapped in the gray area. They don't see light and dark. They just see dark, and they don't know where to go. And they come to this realization that it's because of the way that they perished and how many people are grieving them on earth, wanting to know what happened to them. That's a lot of times that's what happens. And so this man, he wants justice, but he's scared. He's scared because of all this activity he was involved in with this organized crime. He's scared to transition anyways. That's why he kind of been lingering around and stuff and not reaching out to nobody. But he said it's getting worse. I don't know what worse means. Hearing the cries of his loved ones all the time. That's all he can hear is the crying of them. They feel their grief, their pain and stuff. That's all he can hear. And it's not because, at one point in time, they just didn't know. That was the worst thing. And now, maybe they don't know and they finna find out. Maybe the people already done came to them. And I think for them, it was not knowing. But to find out what actually could have possibly happened to him is much worse now. And they want justice. So, this is his justice. Whoever this man is. He's an African-American man. Fade. I don't know how tall he is. Slim. Maybe like a dark brown skin, darker brown skin. He has a line in his head right here or here. Right here. Like one of them old school lines people used to get. He was wearing some kind of jacket or puff coat. I don't know. Some kind of jacket or puff coat. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. So I hope I don't scare nobody. But hey, I definitely wouldn't get on here and record and talk about these things. But bro, I've been seeing this type of stuff for a very long time. And I was told it was just in my imagination, but I know it's not. I pray every day. So if anybody ever know, I actually have a Bible. There is a Bible in every area of my house. I pray every day. Every day. Every night. And in between, I meditate on thy precepts. You best believe I do. So this is not to confuse anybody. This is not I'm not an investigator. I'm not a medical examiner. I'm not an autopsy or coroner. That's the word I was looking for. I'm not a coroner. I'm not a something about some money. And this 3 thing, remember I brought up that, if y'all watch my other video, I brought up that the cephaloids, right? No. The cephaloids are different. Them are like the blind people or something. But the 3-eyed people, right? 3-eyed people, and it was like 1, 2, 3 dots. That's what this organized crime ring is. And it got something to do with recycling. Landfill and recycling. Organized crime ring, because if you look at the recycling symbol, it is a triangle. This and I said this, like the feds, an organized crime, and then another organized crime, the arrivals and stuff. It's the 1, 2, 3, and this organized crime is involved around some type of recycling. Yeah, because I can see the arrows. Yeah, and it's like it's like recycling and landfill, but maybe these are the covers or something, but they got other shit going on around it or within it, and they just using these things as covers, like recycling and landfill or something. Because maybe they using the landfill to hide bodies and stuff. Maybe they when they're recycling, doing stuff with bodies and stuff. This is organized crime, and it's all revolved around money. And so the feds been on these people and stuff. That's why they planted this woman in here. So she been a plant, this Queen of Wands, she been a plant from the jump to this first organized crime ring, but she decided to make her some money on the side and go to that rival organized crime ring and inform them on what's going on in this group. But at the same time, she going back to the feds, informing them on this group. But the feds this whole time don't know that she working with this group too, this other organized crime ring that's the rivals. But some shit finna hit the fan on this. She in trouble. Because if this group don't get her, if these 2 groups don't get her, this one is. But I think it's this group, this first one, or first organized crime group, that's on her ass. They hella suspicious of her. And she's scared, she knows it, so she done told the Fed. But now also, the feds is looking at her because I think they have another informant over here in this other group that she never knew. And they've been coming back and telling them shit about her. Not because this person in the second organized crime group, they don't know that this woman is an informant. They just think that she like the king, not, you know how they have kingpin, but she like the queen pin in this first group. But the second group, they also got a mole or a rat or something. And this rat, he been watching her. He been suspicious of her ever since she came in. Maybe this is another woman. Because y'all know women, they get real competitive and jealous and stuff. So this woman done came in, and this woman been suspicious of her ever since. But this Queen of Wands, she real tactful in how she been doing stuff and how she moved. But she done effed up somewhere. And this other queen pin, maybe, that's in the second organized crime group. She been suspicious of her, and she been following her not to no avail, to not be able to catch her up to this point. But she done found out something about this woman. She either done found out this woman is an informant for the feds, or she found out that this woman is an informant, is working both sides with both of these different organized crime rings. And so I think this group is suspicious of her too. But there's another person in this second group who is an informant who done went back to the feds and said something about this woman. So this woman, I don't know if she laying low. I don't know if she laying low or not. I don't know what. She's trying to cover her track. She definitely trying to do that. But now it's like she at the end of her rope. Because, again, we had rope. Execution. She's at the end of her rope type of shit, you know. She may be, we have artist, professional, model, hobbyist, collector. So she may be working under the disguise or the guise of one of these things. A collector or a model. I don't know if let me see. I don't know if I said I was going to pull any cards on her. But see, ice disaster, bully, truth seeker, devil. Don't tell me that this is a dark high priestess who pretending to be a high priestess and get these groups insight on each other, but while telling on them to the feds, baby. Don't tell me that performer pretending to be. Yeah. Oh, this woman, she came into this group under the disguise of these groups, under the disguise of the guys that the facade that she's some type of like collector or something. Like she know where the money is at type of stuff, right? She's acting like she's a collector. I mean, that came out again. Nature worship. Ritual sacrifice. Tell me more. Nature worship. Power. See, yeah, this woman is acting like she's a collector of some kind, right? That has allowed her to get some type of fame or recognition or get some type of position of authority. Give me more on that. These cards don't want to move. Give me more on nature worship. Town beauty. Femme fatale. Prostitute. Secrets. See? Secret agenda. This is some type, I told y'all, this is a Queen of Wands, attractive, very attractive woman who came to these groups under the guise as being a collector. She pretended to be a collector. Bro, this woman is telling these folks that she can help them. I'm telling y'all. This woman, truth seeker. Secrets, truth seeker. Yes. This woman done told these people that she is like a headhunter, right? She find people who are like beautiful femme fatales. That these people who like nature worshipers, who they know have like a lot of power, like hippie type of people and stuff like that. Listen, she finds these femme fatales, right? That are beautiful. That she seeks them out. She is the collector. She's acting like she is the collector of. She helps to collect femme fatales who worship nature so they can sacrifice them. And this gives her a lot of power because she finds these femme fatales. It's easy for her to connect with these femme fatales that are nature worshipers. Because look, this card is speaking out to me so hard. It says secrets, right? And this woman got her lips up like, don't be telling nobody that. That's her secret agenda. Her secret's been exposed. I'm telling you. She's the truth seeker. The investigation, spying. I'm telling y'all. This woman seeks these type of women out, y'all. So she can help these men collect these people. And this is bound, y'all. Could kidnap these type of women and stuff to sacrifice them. And this could be actual ritual sacrifice or like human sacrifice. This could be ritual priest, but it's to sacrifice these women, put them into some type of slavery, because I didn't see indentured servitude come out, but I bet you it will come out. Tell me more. Burned. See? House fire, persecution, book burning, branding. What else, Holy Spirit? Astral experience. This woman is a high priestess. She is a dark high priestess, bro, that's been using her, a part of the industry. I can't make this shit up. That adventurer that travels towards these women to put them in type of this. I don't know if y'all can see this, sexual assault. Put them in this type of energy. This is a dark high priestess, y'all, that is a collector of town beauties who worship nature, so she can have these women kidnapped and sacrificed ritually or sold into slavery. And she want to keep this a secret, bro. Because yes, we have sexual assault industry. This woman works for, I'm telling y'all. Because we got industry and power. I'm telling y'all. Romance. Unrequited love. This woman is a dark high priestess and she's sick, bro. This woman is sick. I told y'all, psychic. I'm telling y'all, this woman is a torture. We got psychic, torture, artists, animals. Bro, I'm telling y'all, this woman is a dark high priestess who use her gifts to seek these type of women out, to help this organized crime, kidnap these women and sacrifice them, or put them into some type of indentured servitude where they are tortured. But this gives her a lot of power where she been standing at. What else, Holy Spirit? We see sexual assault, victim, witness, perpetrator, bystander. I'm telling you, she stands by and watch this stuff happen. Baby, what else? Spiritual questioning. Here's truth seeker again. Charity. I'm telling y'all, she getting paid to do this. Water disaster is after it, y'all. I told y'all this has something to do. Somebody is murdering people and putting it under the guise of them. I'm not. Nope. I'm not even gonna claim that. I rebuke that in the name of the Most High God. This woman, the end. Communications. Spirits say that's the truth. They communicating this to me at this time. Because this destruction is this woman, it done came to her end. I'm telling y'all. This was big, and I got a maritime, ocean traveler, and that came out last night. Telling you, look, out of greed. Abusing her spiritual gifts, her extraterrestrial gifts. I'm telling y'all, this is what this high priest has been doing. This wow. Bro, I said, wait, where it go? Oh my God. That is not even fair. Cause I swear, bro, at the bottom of this thing, I swear, and look, at the bottom of this thing was enslavement. It may look like I just found it, but I'm telling you, when I went and put them cards down, I saw enslavement. I told y'all. I'm getting up out of this energy. That's the end of that. But I had to put that out there because this man, it's like I hear a woman crying all the time about this man. All the time. This woman cries about this man all the time. And he can hear it, and it is like, I can't move on. Rebel, town beauty again. Loss of a loved one. People be thinking we for play collective. When you the real deal, you the real deal. I know it's telling people out there like she crazy. She just making that shit up. I wish I were. I wish I really did not have to hear these things or imagine these things in my head. You know, maybe I should go get some tinfoil and put it on my head and walk around and say, the aliens are coming! The aliens are coming! Hell, they already here. I think me saying that is enough. But you best believe your girl ain't crazy. I know what I'm talking about. And I know it's somebody out here watching to see if one of us readers is going to come out with this. But that's what's going on. That is what's going on. But y'all, I'm out. Because that's enough. We at 39 minutes. I'm gone. 39, 32. That's enough. So I'll see y'all later, dude. I hope I have a better read. or if there's something better to talk about, something, anything. Because I don't like that energy. I'm finna go get up out of it, and I'm finna do some Palo Santo. So until later, y'all, I'm drinking chai tea instead of coffee. Ain't y'all proud of me? I'm proud of me. Gave that up. Now, collective, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And do some prayers for me and help me quit smoking. I just pray. I just pray for Shay and hope that she stops smoking them cigarettes. They're terrible for her. God, I'm trying. But until later, y'all, bye.